Today, I'm going to be giving you 10 of the most overrated players in the NFL. Thanks for joining me on the Blitz Report today, guys. I really appreciate you for clicking on the video and watching. Be sure to leave a like if you like the content. That's very important. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I got something very big planned in the offseason that you're not going to want to miss. I've already started working on it. I tried to do it last year, but I got a late start and it didn't work out. So no one else is doing it as well. I also did a video for the most underrated players in the NFL, which will be linked to the end of this video if you haven't seen that one already. And also, I got some scouting reports coming out next week. I've started on my scouting. I told you guys it'd be mid to late November when I started, but I started on my scouting. You're definitely going to get defensive tackles. I've been scouting these guys for this week. I'm going to try to get on and finish up with some wide receivers at the end of this week. So be sure to be on the lookout for that, you guys. And the week after next will be another mock draft coming out. And I'm thinking of doing trades with this one. I haven't made up my mind yet. Excuse me. I'm thinking of doing some trades. So let's go ahead and jump into the 10 most overrated players in the NFL. To start my list, I have Clowney of the Houston Texans. This guy's a #1 overall pick. He was the best player in the draft at any position. He was the best overall player. Teams should be having to game plan for you week in and week out. Even with J.J. Watt and Whitney Merciless on the field, they should still be game planning for you. But that's just not been the case. I know J.J. Watt's a once-in-a-generational type of talent. Whitney Merciless is very good too. But you're a #1 overall pick. You should be getting double teams almost every play. Now that they're hurt, they should definitely be game planning for you. So you should be able to carry that defense for the most part, but that's just not how it worked out. And by the way, guys, this list is not going to contain players who were great at one time, but have fallen off due to age or injury. You know, nobody like Marshawn Lynch or Dez Bryant or any of those type of players are going to be on this list. At #2, we have Joe Hayden. This guy was with the Cleveland Browns, and he had to cover Antonio Brown and A.J. Green twice a year, every year. And I think that got him a little bit too much hype. He was a #1 draft pick out of Florida, which is a place where you get a lot of defensive backs from in the NFL that are very good. But he's just not as good as what everybody thought he was. They're starting to see that now. Cleveland Browns cut him, and he did get picked up by Pittsburgh. He has been playing for Pittsburgh, but he's playing #2 to Artie Burns. At #3, we have Amari Cooper. This guy was the #4 overall pick in the draft, which is very high for a receiver. And he's got all the talent in the world. He's when it comes to talent, you'd be hard pressed to find a receiver with more talent. But he also leads the league in drops. And it don't matter how talented you are if you can't catch the football. And #4, we have Bowman, who everybody thought was extremely good, an exceptional linebacker. And then Patrick Willis retired, and he dealt with a little bit of injuries, and his play has gone way, way down. So he needs a linebacker like Patrick Willis playing beside him. He got cut by the 49ers and picked up by the Oakland Raiders. He's got Khalil Mack and Bruce Irving out there with him. So he's having another solid year. He's picked up. He's a good player, but in order for him to be productive, he needs good players around him as well. He's not able to carry a team like a lot of people thought he was going to be able to do when Patrick Willis retired. At #5, we have Russell Koon. A lot of people thought that he was a big-name free agent, that he was really going to help and boost the offensive line. That just wasn't the case. He was kind of a free agent bust, so that's for that reason he made the list. At #6, we have Colin Kaepernick, who's no longer in the league. He's 1-10 in his last 11 starts. He makes fundamental mistakes throwing the football back across his body. He has trouble reading defenses. His accuracy is an issue. Basically, all Colin Kaepernick is a quarterback who is very mobile with a very strong arm. But you need the right kind of system for him to fit in. And he's just not on that talent level that a lot of people think he is. At #7, we have Joe Flacco. He went to the Super Bowl, but he was carried by his defense and run game while he went. You see what he is now. He doesn't have a run game. His defense is still pretty solid. He doesn't really have a top-notch wide receiver to throw to, but a lot of people feel like he was the best quarterback in the league there for a while, or top 5 at least. But now we just see that that's not the case, and he's not Joe Flacco, what a lot of people call him. I see on Facebook groups and stuff. He's just not that, and it's pretty hard to deny that he's not now. At number 8, we have Malik Jackson of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Big, huge name free agent signing for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He left Denver to go there, but he just wasn't able to be productive until Calais Campbell come around. So for that reason, Malik Jackson makes this list. At number 9, we have Terrell Pryor, who got a lot of hype when he switched from quarterback to wide receiver. He saw a lot of success last season playing with bad quarterbacks, but now he's on the Redskins. He's got a good quarterback, but he's got talented wide receivers around him, and he's just not what he was last season. He was pretty much a bust this year, so I don't expect them to re-sign him. They only signed him to a one-year deal. I don't expect them to re-sign him, and I don't expect him to make as much money next year as he did this year. And finally, at number 10, we have Jeremy Maclin, who everybody was shocked, including myself, when the Kansas City Chiefs cut him. He went to the Baltimore Ravens to play with Joe Flacco, and I don't know who's at fault there, whether it's him or Joe Flacco. I think it's a little bit of a mixture of the two, but he's not as productive as what everyone thought he was going to be. But anyways, that's my list, guys. Comment your list below. That's the comment section on these videos is an extension of the videos. I read those. I want to know your guys' thoughts, what you're thinking. If you agree or disagree, either one is fine. Hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already, and have a great day, guys.